typical rant of Teen Titans Go. This sucks. It's a terrible sequel. This sucks. It's a terrible thing. I hate it. They should die. And now my take on this. Hello everybody, this is Kristomaster4's take on Teen Titans Go. And it's weird controversy, and I just kind of want to get it out there what I think about it. First of all, let's talk about the difference between a sequel and a spin-off. A sequel is when a show gives a little more of a story to a previous adventure that happened, or otherwise another part to said story. A spin-off is when they take what's already they take the source material and they do a lot of comedic stuff with it. Now put that in perspective of Teen Titans to Teen Titans Go. And then you freaking tell me that is a sequel, I swear to God. Because that is the one complaint that I keep seeing everywhere. It's a sequel. It's a terrible sequel. I hate the fact that this is a sequel. They should have never made the sequel. It's a spin-off show. A spin-off makes parodizes the characters and does weird things with them, does crazy things with them, does things that wouldn't really necessarily be sequel material. And it's a spin-off, meaning that it's not a direct sequel to the show. Yeah, it happens after the show season finale. Yeah, it happens after that. Yeah, the canonical events happen after season 4. I'm not talking about MLP. The canonical events happen after the season finale. Yes, I get that. Just because it came after doesn't mean it's a sequel. The thing is, there's a Sword Art Online spinoff called Sword Art Offline, and I thought that was a sequel, but then I read into it that it's a spinoff. And you know what? I don't care if people officially are calling it a sequel. It's a spinoff. Because, for one, if that was a sequel, then yeah, it would be terrible. But first of all, they have most of the same cast, yeah, but I don't know. In my opinion, it's a spin-off show, and I don't care what anyone else says. I'm sticking by that claim. So, more on ranting. The show is really funny. I've seen bits and pieces of it, or rather, I only saw the Wonder Twins episode, and nothing else. Like, I just randomly came upon it. I knew it was on for a while, and I knew everyone was hating it because, oh, it's not a true sequel. It's like, it's completely bastardizing the franchise that is Teen Titans. So therefore, I don't know. I stumbled upon one episode while watching Cartoon Network on some random time. And so there I saw Teen Titans Go. I saw the Wonder Twins episode, I think. And a bunch of episodes where Robin was trying to get with Starfire. Now, I didn't see the season finale, so I didn't get that Robin and Starfire were actually, like, love interests at some point. Because I've seen Teen Titans, but I haven't seen it each episode in order, but I've seen a majority of them. But getting off that topic, I didn't know that Robin was trying to get with Starfire, so I thought that it was kind of weird. Because, I don't know, I didn't see any... From the episodes I saw, there was no real, like, love interest between the two. At least from the show's perspective. But from the season finale that I briefly saw, they apparently got together at some point. So, yeah, it makes sense. That still doesn't mean that that the show is a sequel in my eyes. Because, yeah, it doesn't build on anything. You see, sequels usually... even if they do it terribly, they just build up on something. They build up on something that's been previously established. Take Avatar, for example. Take MLP Friendship is Magic, for example. Take... what's another show? I was going to say Sword Art Online because they actually have a sequel out right now as of recording. Well, it started on New Year's Day, but they have a sequel out right now, too. called like the Extra Edition or something. I haven't actually watched the first episode yet, but I'm gonna get to that soon. But anyway, like I said, Avatar. Apparently, Korra does the same thing. I still haven't seen all of Korra. Don't blame me because I really am trying to get to that. Avatar does it. Korra does it well. My Little Pony does it well. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic does it well. They build up on something that's previously been established in a sequel. Well, actually, I'm going to rephrase that. I was talking about different seasons. Avatar to Korra. Korra is technically a sequel to Avatar, and Avatar has previously established canon. Korra builds upon that many years later. Well, I could bring it into games because it's sort of the same concept, like Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy 2 brings forward established canon and builds upon that. Banjo-Kazooie to Banjo-Tooie has established canon, and then it builds it up. Teen Titans has established canon. Teen Titans Go doesn't build upon that. So therefore it's not a true sequel, in my eyes at the very least. So it's not a true sequel. To me, it's a spin-off. And spin-offs are generally supposed to be funny if they're not, then they're cheesy some way. But I don't know, I found some bits and pieces of it funny, if not for the chibi style animation, which by the way I do like the animation even if it's chibi style. Then again, they have made like a Teen Titans coloring book, if you will, for little kids that has a similar style, but it's not chibi, but it's close to. It's sort of like the little kitty type art style that kids like, and it's appealing, I guess. But like the Teen Titans Go is sort of like full on chibi style animation, which is, again, I could relate this to Sword Art Offline that I saw one episode of, which because it was painful to watch at the very least. But I don't know, it was painful. Basically, Sword Art Offline is a sequel to spin-off to Sword Art Online, and it's basically if Kirito, Asuna, and Klein all starred in a talk show host, like a talk show, and Kirito and Asuna were co-commentators, I guess, co-host and host, irrespectively. And I remember this one part where Kirito was talking about giving dating advice to a anonymous person known as Klein. It was obvious, but it was painful. The chibi style animation was poor at the very least. I don't know. I didn't really like it all that much. I mean, granted, the story of Sword Art Online is complete and utter crap, but that doesn't really. So I guess it sort of builds up upon that in that respect, but it still isn't that great. So I just stopped watching it. Although I did see like the first like 15 minutes of the sequel to Sword Art Online. I'm liking it so far. I haven't actually finished it because I got interrupted and never came back to it, which I will eventually. But again, back to sequels. Sequels, again, I will reiterate this as best as possible. Sequels, they take established canon, then they build upon that canon. Whether it be good or bad, they still build upon established canon. Games do that too. I can relate it more to games because I've played more games than watched television within the past 10 years. And Teen Titans Go isn't a sequel in my eyes. I don't care how much they claim it to be a sequel. I don't consider it a sequel. I consider it a spin-off, a decent spin-off that has funny lines, funny... Well, it has a lot of the tropes that the Teen Titans had, but they're just personified, I guess. Like Robin is a lovebird for Starfire. I don't know what this movement is. Anyway, Cyborg is pretty much cool. Starfire is also cool. Raven is to herself. Apparently, she has an obsession over this show called Pretty Pretty Pegasus, which, hey, Tara Strong voices her, so you know that could be a little thing. Why do I keep doing my hand movements like that? It's so awkward. Anyway, I didn't know about that actually, but that's apparently a thing. And apparently, in one episode, everyone turns into a Pegasus. I think, I don't know. I've seen Teen Titans Go only one episode, and I didn't know it had any relations to My Little Pony in any way, or and so I've heard there's apparently a show that's similar to My Little Pony that Raven's obsessed over, and since she's voiced by Tara Strong, that's obvious that's gonna happen. And one episode, I guess they all turn into Pegasus. I don't know. I've not seen the episode. I only saw a screenshot when I was looking on Facebook one day. But beside that, they have a lot of good parody styles from what I've seen. I haven't seen much, but I do know from what I've seen, I'd watch it again. I mean, I'm not like aching to see it. I don't think it's like a terribly great show. I think it's just decent for a spinoff. It can keep someone's attention for a while, and I don't know, people. From what I can gather from the general consensus of people who think of Teen Titans Go, some of them say it's a good show. I would watch it again. A very few of them say it's the best show they've ever seen. Like, almost no people say that. And then everyone else says that it sucks, it's terrible, it shouldn't exist. I'm more in between good show and shouldn't exist. Like, again, I say it's decent, but again, most of the jokes they make are hit and miss. Like, I don't laugh at every joke, and most of the time I just facepalm. Again, because it's cheesy, yeah, I get that, but there's a difference between, like, real cheese and, like, laughter cheese, I guess. But still, like, I mean, I like the show. I'm not gonna say I hate the show. Like I have said in previous times, it takes a lot for me to hate something. Like, video games or television shows, it takes a lot for me to hate it. Mostly because if it's either boring or just plain despicably insulting, then I'll probably hate upon that. But sneaking is the only thing that's made me hate something in video games, like that and Call of Duty. But again, that's like a totally different rant for a totally different day, which I hope not to get to. If they make another Call of Duty game, I'm definitely gonna make that rant, because it's awful. It is awful. Again, gotta keep focused. ADHD. Why do you keep failing me? Anyway, point is, Teen Titans Go is not a true sequel. You didn't hear that. Teen Titans Go is not a true sequel. It is, in my opinion, it is not a true sequel. It is a spin-off show to what was considered one of my favorite shows of my childhood. Now, you'd think, because I was really, I don't know, from what I saw of Teen Titans, I was really attached to the show, and I really liked it. I didn't see all of the episodes because school and video games and life. So I didn't get to see all the Teen Titans episodes, but I saw most of them. And I was really closely attached to the show. Like, I really liked the show. There's a glare coming off of that side for some reason. Anyway, the point is, I like the show. And, you know, someone who really likes the show is the main demographic for people who hate the show, who hate Teen Titans Go. They usually are people who have watched every single episode, love the series and or obsessed, and who wanted a really gripping sequel to said show, but instead got a spin-off. I didn't even know that it existed. I just came upon it randomly one day. So I didn't even know. But, like, after I saw that episode, I did a little bit of research into it, and I saw all of the hate that this show has gotten, and I don't think it is entirely necessary. But anyway, that is my take on this show called Teen Titans Go. It's not a true sequel in my opinion, but it's good and fun, and you may watch a couple of the episodes if you like cheesiness, then you'll probably like it. It's on Cartoon Network at some point. I don't really know the gist. There's apparently My Little Pony references. I got nothing. So yeah, I'm sure there's going to be many people who want to talk about Teen Titans Go. So definitely put it in the comments if you want to speak about it. It'll be in the bottom of the video, which you should know if you've been on YouTube at all. There you can comment on the Twitter or on the Facebook. Hiring. You can comment on the Twitter or Facebook if you want to talk to me more about that. My Twitter is Kristomaster4's, and PM me for my Facebook. I don't care. Well, my Facebook page is Kristomaster4, which is it could use a little more activity, but yeah, that's all I gotta say on the matter. This has been Kristomaster4. This has been my take on Teen Titans Go, and I'll see you next time for another video. Hopefully, I get back to my Let's Plays because I've been kind of a little iffy on that. Although I think I have one more video that I kind of wanted to show, but it's not working right now, and it's like a meme of sorts, and I kind of want to get that up.